Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of My Favorite Trip to the Movies. Hope you're all doing safe. Hope you're all safe and healthy right now. A huge shout out to all the healthcare workers right now, getting us through this difficult time. This is the series where we discuss our favorite movie theater experiences, favorite movie theater concession items, and just the overall awesomeness of experiencing art with a group of people when it's safe to do so again, because definitely movie going right now, definitely not as how it was, and a lot of other, really awesome, in-person art experiences. Today's guest is somebody who I have the honor of doing. We did a movie video 9 months ago about School of Rock on a different channel. We did an interview like a couple years ago on this channel, which you can also see if you look down the video list. An incredibly talented performer, incredibly talented poet, and she does so many awesome things, and she did some awesome work recently with Revolution Shakespeare, which you should definitely check out on Facebook. She did a really fun New Year's Eve video that was super funny as Malvolio. It's the 12th night, so definitely check that out. Mariah Ghant. Mariah, how's it going today?
It's going great. Wait, I have to say something really quickly. So after the School of Rock video, for Christmas this year, one of my very good friends got me a pin, and it's with the little boy who says, "You're tacky and I hate you." And it's a picture of him and the quote, "You're tacky and I hate you." So good things came out of the School of Rock video.
Oh, that makes me so happy. That was such a fun
Yes.
video. I'm glad that that's such an awesome pin.
Thanks. Yeah. A lot of people want to roast me for School of Rock being my favorite movie, one of my favorite movies. But no, it's fun.
Hey, it's an awesome movie. I mean, we could just do another video. We could do another whole video
We'll
right
do
now.
another video about that.
Talking about School of Rock. Yeah, awesome. So Mariah, what has been one of your favorite movie theater experiences, or a few of them?
Yes. Okay. I have a couple that come to mind. The first one is my first time going to the movies by myself. And I saw a great little film called Bridge to Terabithia uh, with one of my favorite actors, the love of my life, Josh Hutcherson. So I saw that movie, and I was but a mere sixth grader. Went to the movies by myself, and I had previously seen Josh in a couple other movies on TV, but really going to see this movie just sealed the deal for me. And I think I actually cried in the movie theater as a 12-year-old, which is just silly. I don't know what was happening with my emotions, but I absolutely loved that. And it was cool. Like I said, I felt really grown up. Like, my mom and I went to the movies together, and she said, "I'm going to go see this movie. You can go see this movie, and then we'll meet up afterwards." And I just felt such an adult. I felt very grown that day. So that's probably the one that was like a very big movie experience for me. And then, one of the movies that I saw a midnight screening of was the final Harry Potter movie. And I think I think we were just at an age too when a lot of people went to go see that movie. I feel like a lot of people from Conant might have even been at the same theater all together at the same time. I remember I went with a few people, and it was awesome. That was like the ultimate movie theater experience. I think doing anything at midnight, any premiere screening, is so cool. You just get to see, you feel the energy, because everybody who's there wants to be there. It's not just some people being like, "Oh, I thought it would be cool to go see this movie today." No. You've decided to camp out. You've decided to sit there as long as you can. You're committed. So I absolutely loved that. And that experience was also waiting for the movie to start, the actual movie starting, seeing it, being surprised by everything. And then, of course, it was the final Harry Potter. Like, we were all waiting for that to come out. And it was the end of an era. Yeah.
I love both of those stories so much. In regards to the first one, hey, like that's like you were a Josh Hutcherson fan before he even like really got super famous. So that's like you were with him at the beginning. So you're a true fan for sure.
I always have been. Him getting into the Hunger Games and everybody suddenly falling in love with him then. I was there way before.
You were there at day one. And I, unfortunately, I have not seen that movie, but I will say I've seen so many posts about how a lot of people expect it to be like this adventure, but then it just like shatters hearts.
It is a little heartbreaking. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, no spoilers, but it can definitely be a little heartbreaking of a movie. And that's what I'm saying. I cried. I was all of 12 years old, and it's a good like young children friendship movie, I think. So I don't know. Yeah, it was a lot.
Oh, absolutely. And I love what you said about going by yourself, because like I love like obviously I love going with people too, but I do like going by myself too. And I definitely like that like even if you're like even if it's like a movie you're watching at home and you're by yourself, I still think if you're by yourself at the theater, like you totally get a lot more invested for sure.
Oh my God. Okay, that made me think of another movie experience. I don't know
Do
if you
it.
I saw Parasite by myself too. I think I'm a little bit of a hermit sometimes, and I do like to see things, not a hermit. I like to do and see things on my own. Um, and I saw Parasite on my own, and that was a lot to do all by myself. Because it's a movie that kind of tricks you. You feel like it's going to be one thing for so long, and then it has a big strong shift, and then you don't know how far it's going to go to the kind of thriller aspect. um, but wow, yeah, that
Yeah, I
was
know
very
what you
frustrating.
mean. I was with I saw that one with Frankie, and I'm glad I had another person there with me. So because like that's but still going by yourself to like I those all those Oscar movies like I think those are like there's definitely like a movie like Harry Potter, you want to go with people like and
Yeah,
like all the Oscar movies you don't really need to. I mean, going with people is great too, but going by yourself is just as awesome with those for sure.
no, that's totally true. You get to like intake all the art by yourself and digest it by yourself, and then have a good conversation afterwards. Yeah.
Exactly. And also with your second example with the last Harry Potter, that is yeah, well those like end of the franchise movies and perfectly said about Midnight because like I think that like right around then I think they started doing it like at 7 or 10 o'clock instead of midnight because there's definitely something to be said about like you are just super tired but you're ready and you're locked in. You took a nap maybe.
Yes. I'm sure we had gone to school that day. I feel like I had to have gone to school that day, and then immediately left and gone to the movie theater, and just we were like, we're sitting here, we're camping out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that was before reserved seats were really like 20. Those did not really happen until like 2014, 2015.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, there was no reserved seating. It truly was just about to start shifting then, but there was no reserved seating, and it was still, the big movie theaters. I'm sure we saw it on IMAX, and I don't think there was any. There weren't those like the really nice recliner seats, so there's less people in the theater. It was so many people there.
Oh, good times being able to crowd in a theater together.
Yeah, I don't even remember what the last movie I saw was. Oh, I do. I saw Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey. That was the last
Oh,
movie I saw in a movie theater.
yeah, that was like first weekend of February.
Yes, it was.
Oh, oh my, yeah, that one. Yeah, that was the last one I saw at Elk Grove Classic Cinema. But I think I saw
Oh,
one at the other places there. But I do like that. That's like so I'm excited. That's I think that being my favorite theater. I'm excited to go back there. But I can't believe it's been a year almost since that movie.
that was February. We talked about this right before, but like time feels so not real right now. I know everybody says that, but it just to think that that was a full year ago.
Time has had no. There's been no essence or passage of time since February was like the last time there maybe was a little passage of time, but then March
And
then
then March, and
zero.
then it was just like no more.
Before I get to the next question, I do want to. So, School of Rock, were you able to see that in a theater?
Yes, I saw School of Rock in the theater. I think what it was when I saw it, I that was a movie theater experience I wasn't really planning on seeing. I knew I wanted to see the movie, but I think if memory serves me, my aunt, um, we were just hanging out that day, and she was like, "We're gonna go together," and I said, "Okay." And I think I knew I wanted to see the movie, but I didn't expect it to be as big of a for it to affect me as much as it has. because oof, that's also the thing about that movie is they play that movie a lot on TV. So I watched it a lot of times on TV, and then I also, of course, had the DVD.
Yes. Oh, I'm so glad. Like, that's also another thing. Like, some of those, like, I definitely been missing that a lot. Like people just inviting you to see this movie that you might have been interested in, but you weren't really planning on going to see. Then it's like it becomes one of your favorites. Like that's happened so many times. I'm so glad that happened kind of with School of Rock with you.
Yeah, yeah, it definitely did. I was excited. I knew I wanted to see it, but I wasn't sure when, and it just kind of popped up on that day for us to do.
Yes.
Spontaneity, another thing we don't have the joy of doing too much anymore.
Oh, those are the good. Yeah. When those like spontaneous movies and shows, those are so much fun to do.
Yeah.
And now we'll go definitely a more in-depth question after this one. But
Okay.
what's your favorite movie theater concession item?
I am a firm believer that you must have popcorn. I love popcorn at the movies. Give me the like gross butter that will probably make me ill the next day, and the salt. I love the Elk Grove cinemas and how they have the different flavored sprinkles for your for your popcorn. Those are the best. That's like um, that's hands down my favorite. Sometimes I'll get some snow caps or something and like pour them in, but
Ooh.
yeah, that's another good way to do it. The like salty sweet. Um, but popcorn is definitely my favorite. Sometimes if I'm feeling like really dishing out all the big bucks, I'll also get an icy.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you're at the movies like a $5 icy anywhere else would be like a total like it would be like, huh?
Sure.
But at the movies, like I'll do do it. I gotta have it.
I don't know how the movies do that, how they trick us into thinking it is worth it to buy a $12 thing of popcorn and a $6 soda. How is that become so a part of the experience that we just say, okay, sure, I'll do it. I don't know.
They get me
Um,
every time.
every time. Like I said, I'm not going to a movie and not getting popcorn.
Yeah. Oh, it's like, and I love how you said the different seasonings in there because I totally know what you're talking about at Elk Grove. That's gonna be, I get that's the unofficial official theater of this show, probably
Unofficial, official. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
unofficial. They have that right by they have like I forgot the other but yeah, I can picture in my head. I don't remember the exact flavors they had, but it's so awesome seeing it there.
I think they have a Parmesan one. See, this is how obsessed I am.
I'm glad you have this.
I think they have a Parmesan one, and then I think there's one that's like sour cream and onion or something like that. Something that's like an oniony flavor. And I'm there for it. I'm there for it. Oh, they also have a sweet one that I think is like a caramel corn or
Yes,
something.
yes,
Yeah,
that one. Yeah.
I have a problem. I shouldn't know these things off the top of my head. Oh,
No, it's awesome. Hey, it's just goes the awesomeness of the movie theater experience.
you're right. You're right. I'm a true moviegoer person.
Yes, which is why hey, we're always so happy to be able to do these sort of shows with you, Mariah. So thank you.
Wait, I want to know what your favorite is. Can I ask?
Yeah,
What's your
but
favorite concession?
oh, I probably sort of at Elk Grove, I usually get like this thing way too big of Diet Coke, or at AMC Mr. Pibb or Mr. Pibb Zero, and then like I
Ooh,
just have to go to the bathroom like 7 times during the movie.
yeah, you just have to deal with it.
But like yeah, when I'm not when I don't get it, I'm sitting there, I'm like, why is my mouth so dry right now? Yeah.
That is the one good thing about the AMC is they have the big machines where you can do the custom flavors. So,
Oh my gosh. Yeah, is there a specific custom flavor what's your go-to?
whenever I see one of those machines, I usually am getting a they have Dr. Pepper, the Dr. Pepper, Diet Dr. Pepper with cherry vanilla. Yeah,
Yeah, oh yeah, they do have that. Absolutely.
yeah. Sometimes I get a mellow yellow because I love Mountain Dew and mellow yellow is like the closest thing to it. But
Oh, Mellow Yellow. I miss Mellow Yellow. It's been a while since I've thought about Mellow Yellow.
yeah, we forget about her, but she's good.
Yeah, she's just doing her best, and you know what? She does great.
She's no, what was that we used to drink on improv? Green River?
Oh, oh, that's another unlocked memory.
Oh
I need to get
God.
that in the freestyle machines.
I'm wondering still about how much of that I drank, that green dye, and what is that really doing to my body. Um, Maybe we'll find out. Maybe I'm actually radioactive. Who knows?
Hey, it'd be worth it for the Green River.
True. Okay, sorry.
Oh, I'm glad. No, that's awesome. So yeah, I was so yeah, butter popcorn. Yeah, it's such a classic. Um, but for the last question, and we talked a little bit about this in the first one, and as someone who has so awesomely performed at so many shows, and has been in charge of so many shows, it's just like which makes a super awesome person to talk about this. Like, so what do you think is just kind of the overall awesomeness and importance of experiencing art with other people when it is when we can do that again when it's safe?
Yeah. I mean, there's so much, which is a big part of the reason why I am a theater maker, why I make art, is a lot of it is because of the performance and being able to share that with people. So I mean, going to the movies, kind of like what I was saying about that Harry Potter, when you go to that movie at the midnight showing, everybody who's there wants to be there. Even if they're not the biggest fans, they've made a decision to stay up and be there and show up. And some people show up in costumes, we know, especially for all the Marvel movies. People come dressed, just ready to hang out. And I think it's so cool to see people be just so connected by one thing. And going to the movies is totally an experience that you can share with somebody and be able to think back and say, oh, I remember who I saw that movie with. Um, I love those kinds of things. Being able to have a connection with another person, being able to talk about it. Um, my mom and I, we loved going to the movies together. We are huge movie theater fans. And it kind of is a bummer that we can't do it right now, that we can't do it anymore. Um, and I just think being together in a movie, in a theater space, anywhere, being able to intake art is just so valuable. It's valuable to the art. The art needs that. It needs people to be there and responding and reacting to everything that's happening. So I can't wait until we can be back in person again, because we all need it. The art needs it. Art is just as healing, and can be really helpful for folks. So hopefully we can all get back to doing that kind of stuff soon.
Oh yeah, that was beautifully said. I'm gonna start tearing up a little bit. That was and I love what you said about those memories with your mom because it's like yeah, the same like my mom and I usually probably would go to like at least one or two of the Osprey movies right around now, and we could sit at home and watch them absolutely, but it's just like
Yeah.
it just it's yeah, it's just so much more difficult to really it's just so awesome when you're sitting with someone like they're focused in, you're focused in, there's no distractions. It's
Yeah. That's also the thing about being in a big group, is you do get kind of pressure. When you're sitting at home with just one other person or a couple other people, it's so easy to get on your phone and get distracted or be doing other work while you're watching the movie. But when you go to the movie theater, everybody's there. You're not going to get on your phone and be one of those people who's talking on the phone or has their light screen on the whole time during the movie. When you go to the movies, you're sitting in and you're getting the experience. So it's totally different doing it at home.
absolutely, yeah. I am. I just what you were saying. I can't wait to go back either and have that kind of my phone is off. I can kind of turn my brain off and be in another world. And yeah, that is so perfectly said.
Yeah.
Well, Mariah, that is the show. So, and what do you got coming up? Any performances? Or just any words for the viewers? What do you got?
Sure, I'll tag a couple things.
Yeah.
So I'm directing a couple of 10-minute plays with a company in Philadelphia, Philly Artist Collective, PAC. If you're interested, you can get on their Facebook page. You can get on my Facebook page and see stuff. Oh, you're gonna tag it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's gonna be below this video.
Joey's already got it. It's down below. You're gonna go and check that out. I'm directing 2 of those, and then you can always check out my poetry page, which I'm constantly trying to update. I am at mariah.g.poetry on Instagram. Those are kind of the biggest things right now.
Yeah, so we're also definitely excited to check out your shows coming up. So awesome. And the poetry page, you have and Mariah has so many awesome prompts on those, which you should definitely check out. Those are a lot of fun.
Thanks.
Yeah, well, definitely all the links will be below us in the description. So definitely everyone check those out. But yeah, everybody, thank you so much for watching another episode of my favorite trip to the movies. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you, everyone. Thank you again, Mariah.
Thank you, Joey. Bye, everyone.